Are you a Scrum Master who's been scheduled for an interview and you need some tips on how to stand out to make yourself look more remarkable? Are you thinking about what to say during that interview to really impress? If this is you, then you are in luck because today, from a hiring manager's perspective, I'm going to give you 5 tips that can help you to help yourself get hired faster if you position your Agile experience in this way. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Nicole McIlwain, and if this is your first time on this channel, Acing Your Agile Career, then welcome. If this is your second time or if you're returning, welcome back. You know, here we talk about all things Acing Your Agile Career from beginning to winning based on my new book. And so today we're going to start with 5 things that Scrum Masters can do to make themselves more hireable during the interview. Thing number 1. A Scrum Master should always be prepared to talk about how they build relationships and how they build trust quickly with a new team. Listen, we know that you know the foundation of Agile frameworks, right? You know your methodology, whether it be SAFe or Scrum or Lean or Kanban, whatever the case, right? But what we're really listening for is how you lead, guide, and connect with people. People are at the heart of the operation, so you cannot be all methodology, all framework, and no people. My friends, you should be prepared to demonstrate how you lean in, what your technique is, what your strategy is for relating to people very quickly in the first 2 weeks even, and what things you do to build that trust. So make sure you are positioning yourself to talk to that, okay? Thing number 2, how do you respond to change quickly in a new environment? Many Scrum Masters have already worked with major clients or some client of sort, and they're already accustomed to their previous employer's culture. But what will you do to show that you're flexible, that you can adjust and adopt and respond to change quickly in this new environment? What things will you do to get on board? So you want to talk about maybe joining a COE, how you're going to lean into the guilds. You're going to find out what already exists that you can really connect yourselves to. You're wanting to talk about how I will get in and reach out to my fellow Scrum Masters on the same team or in the same tribe or however you work, that peer-to-peer. So really speak to how you will get on board quickly to this changing environment and really jump in, okay? Next, what are you going to do to bring yourself up to speed? Your interviewer, your hiring manager is listening to see how proactive are you? Are you going to sit back and wait for this information to be fed to you? Or what are going to be the measures you will take to bring yourself up to speed quickly? So they are likely wanting to hear that you're asking questions. You're going to ask questions about what Agile artifacts already exist. Does this team or squad already have a DoD and a DoR? If so, where is it stored? May I see it? Do we already have a team charter? If so, may I see it, right? So you're going to want to ask questions to bring yourself up to speed. You're going to want to know information like who are the key stakeholders that we interact with often, right? Who do we call for what? What products are hot and pressing right now, or what initiatives, are hot and pressing right now? So you're going to want to lean in and ask those questions. And that brings me to number 4, being super curious, what I call hyper curious. In the book, Acing Your Agile Career from Beginning to Winning, we talk about the need to be super curious about everything in the first 30 days. Be curious about the products you build. Be curious about the stakeholders. Be curious about the teams and not only where they work in terms of location and geographically, but what they need, right? Just be super curious about everything you can. Be curious about how you treat run the business work versus change the business work. Is it a service ticket? What happens? Be curious about the infrastructure, even though it may not be your role. So you want to demonstrate this hyper curiosity because it shows that you have this great investigative spirit and that you're really leaning in, and you want to show that to your interviewer. Okay. Lastly, number 5, you want to show Allyship and alignment versus over aggression. Let me explain. There are often times that our great Scrum Masters come as Agile purists and Agile enthusiasts, and it's either my way or the highway. It's got to be done by the book. And I'm here to tell you, my friends, that's the first way to either get you off the list if you come across too stern and too strong, because the last thing that someone wants is for you to come and completely wreck shop, even though your goal is to help to transform the team, to get them to embrace those Agile values and principles. You absolutely want to do it in a strategic way. So the way that you ever get anything is through allyship, right? Alliances. And so you want to demonstrate what you're going to do to build that. You're going to want to show what your technique in the first 30 days is for coming in, being an observer, seeking to understand before seeking to be understood. What does your strategy look like? Leaning in, asking great discovery questions, asking what already exists, not assuming that there's a gap or that something doesn't exist, but asking, do you have this? Where is this? May I see this, please? Right? Really acclimating yourself, and then starting to weave in things that you notice, right? You're going to need a good 30 days anyway to get good data. What you don't want to do is demonstrate that you're going to go in there day one and start changing things, right? That's going to completely not work well for you. So again, these are 5 things that you want to do to make yourself immediately more hireable as a Scrum Master. Number 1, demonstrate how you relate to people and build trust quickly. Number 2, how you respond to change in a new environment. Number 3, how you bring yourself up to speed, being proactive. Number 4, being hyper curious about everything you can. And then number 5, being an ally versus being an over aggressor. I hope that this was helpful. If you got a ton of value, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and absolutely share this gift with your network and your peers. And listen, if you want the book, Ace Your Career, Ace Your Agile Career from Beginning to Winning, where we have the blueprint for Scrum Masters, Agile coaches, and independent Agile consultants, then make sure you pre-order your copy today for only $15. If you wait until the November launch, it will be $30. Again, only get the book if you feel it will bring you value. If not, no pressure. And until next time, thank you for tuning in on this channel with Nicole, where I give you real advice with a real practitioner in my real office. Until next time, keep it real and keep acing that Agile career.